good, man.
Do you guys chart that stuff at all?
Yeah.
Can you give us some numbers? Because they looked like they were going far.
I got it in my hand. No, a couple of them were good. Best one was a 63.532, 62.502, 61.52. This is really good balls, man. A couple of them.
You'll take that starting September 11th?
I'll take it, man. I mean, I'm just trying to put in all the hard work this offseason, put myself in a position to, let muscle memory take over when I needed to. And, just the hard work's starting to show off. So we got to continue to get better, continue to keep progressing on down the train, and we'll be here.
Is that what's going to replicate it, muscle memory and just routine?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about punting is just making sure you have the muscle memory built in so you don't have to think when you're out there on the field. Just make it easier on yourself. So, and that's really just about all the punting is, honestly, at this point. Just, trying to be repetitious, trying to be consistent, have the same ball every single time, put it in the place it needs to go, get the job done.
Have you done any of the directional stuff yet?
Yeah, we did directional yesterday. We've been working on it all offseason.
So you were blasting them and putting them where you want?
You got to be on your shoulder, just to let you know.
Which of those numbers were hang time when you were reading them off?
The second ones were. So yeah, 5.32 is a hang time.
Okay.
So were you hitting your spots as well as your hanging yardage?
Yeah, definitely.
So you're done here. You can go, right?
No, we ain't done. Look, we ain't even started yet. We still got a whole regular season to go in the playoffs the Lombardi, man. But, the good thing is that, I'm showing myself more than anybody else that, you can get through whatever you got to get through in life and keep going and just make it useful, make it positive, and that's just what kind of motivates me now to, continue to keep going and just be the best me.
How'd you feel about the crowd reaction?
It's good. I mean, it's always good to have the fans engaged and, show them what I can do on and off the field. But, the biggest thing for me is I don't care too much about the fan presence. I want the team to know that I'm putting them in that best position. So, when you have a good play like that, you did the job well for the defense. So that was the biggest thing for me was, not only did I get an applause from the crowd, that's not what I'm out here for. I'm out here to set that defense up and make plays.
Did you get attaboys from the team?
A couple of them.
I don't know how much of a competition it was or how you viewed it as a competition, but the other punter is now not here. So is that off your shoulders? Did you see it as a competition or did you have to fight?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Cam's a good guy. He's a good punter too. And the biggest thing I told myself was it doesn't matter if I'm going against somebody else. The competition is me at the end of the day because I'm the only one that can control what I can do. So every day I come out here, I just tell myself it's just 1 versus 1. It's just me versus me the whole time. Because, at the end of the day, I have to look myself in the mirror and tell myself how I did. And, if I'm getting better, I'm getting better. If I'm getting worse, I needed to figure out what's going on, figure out what's wrong, and continue to try to get better. So
whether Danny or Mike or whoever, the management, certainly believes in you. Even last year that his name, Waitman, was, kicked pretty well without you, and they let him as a kind of a show of confidence in you. Do you see it that way that they believe in you?
Yeah, and I felt that, we played everything in our cards the right way last year. And I was able to go back home and be with my family for a little while and got back. And, I knew the road was going to be a little tough, but I, continue to just keep progressing down the road and, just kept trying to get better. And, that playoff game when I did get a chance to come back after Baltimore, that was one of my best games of the year, the game we needed it the most. And, just ever since that game there, I was just like, I told myself, no matter what you go through, man, you got to use it to try to make you motivated and, not try to let it just swallow you all the way in. Just continue to keep trying to go fight it, and I did the best that I could do last year at the end of the season, and it just transpired over to the offseason and working and stuff, and just getting my body back in shape, feeling real good. My legs are feeling really good now, and that muscle memory is just starting to kick in, and I'm in my zone.
Is there a difference between preparing for an NFL season year 1 and year 2 as a punter?
Yeah, it definitely was, because last year I really didn't have an off season at all coming into it. I was training ever since January for the draft. And you get here, then you have to go in competition when you first get here, from mini camps and stuff like that, OTAs, going into camp. So I was kicking for a long time last year, and this year I was able to take a little bit of time off and, just hope myself of just getting my mind right. And I feel like that was the biggest thing that helped me last year, was just, finding my mental again, getting back on the page that I need to be on, and just continuing to just use that every single day of just that 1% of getting better. Whether it's, nutrition, whether it's dietitian, whether it's conditioning, whether it's punting, things like that. I just continue to just keep trying to get better that 1% every single day.
And having Christian for a second season, how much more comfortable are you
Man,
guys?
Christian's the GOAT, man. Like he's born and raised here in Pittsburgh. I was actually up here for a good bit in the offseason too, working with him every single day. And it makes it easier when you get in a training camp and get in the stadiums. You don't have to worry about, I don't know where this ball's going to go. You already have that level of trust in each other of, if he messes up a little bit, I can make up the slack. If Bonds messes up a little bit, we can try to help make up the slack too. So it's just like, it makes it easier and more comfortable when you're around a guy for a certain period of time before the season happens.
Any special gift from Boz after the new contract for the specialists?
Not yet, man, but you know, the biggest thing about that, man, we're just proud of him for doing what he does every single day and just continuing to just put those 3 points on the board when we need them the most. And, you know, we just tell ourselves if we can make his job feel easier, we're doing something right. So
You've been like, pretty open with, you know, struggles last year, challenges, mental side of things, families. I mean, is it cathartic for you to be able to like just talk about it, other, you know, besides, you know, keeping that stuff in?
yeah, like I told myself after it happened, you know, at first I didn't really say much when I first found out the news about my dad being sick and didn't have long. But after that, I was like, you know what, like I have a platform to where I can help people if they're going through things, especially when we're all walking around here right now. You don't know what anybody else is going through. We're all on the same accord about football. So, I mean, life outside of football is what I really wanted to try to help people with when the off season started and stuff. So, you know, I'm completely open, transparent about it. You know, I'm still hurting every now and then. I still have my moments, but the biggest thing is I just keep telling myself that, you know, everything happens for a reason. God doesn't make mistakes, and it made me a better man. You know, I missed him to death, but at the same time, it's a new normal. But I'd rather just, you know, take the day that I have and still and make the most of it every day.
It seems like that's helping you like on the field too.
Yeah. I told myself if I can get through the last year, I mean, at this point, I don't feel like any position you put me in, any adversity that I go through at this point in life, nothing's going to be able to tear me down.